right, guys, that was Olamide featuring Omale with Infinity. Yes, guys, you stuck to us till infinity. How do you feel about that?
That's right.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new week, guys. Hope your day is going great so far, and you already know that if it isn't, we are here to change that.
Yes, and thank you for starting your week with us. You know the drill. Get in line on Twitter, IG, and Facebook, and let us know you are watching the show. We are TVC Connect with the hashtag
#OnTVC.
Okay, you know my name too well, but if you don't, yes, my name is Honeypot. I am the jewel in the crown.
All right, we get jewel in the crown today. Love it. All right, guys, my name is Amanda Dara, and as usual, you can call me Mandy.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is Royal Highness and his flag. I go by the name King OJ, but you can call me OJ. That's where it is.
It is what it is.
So we'll kick off by telling you all about how we spent our weekend, and we'll bring you up to date with some entertainment stories.
And of course, on Sweetville, Amanda will bring us some laughs and savagery from the world of social media.
Then we'll chew it off much later on the show by showing some gratitude. Then, of course, we'll be bringing you a recap of all that you might have missed in the news. And then, while we are away, we'll be up. And finally, we will be calling it a day with TSM. We'll be asking, in your first ever job, what was your starting salary and what was the role?
All right, nice. Let's get started. This is E-Splash, baby. Yes.
Many remixes.
One, yes.
Wow.
People should praise DJ Left, you know.
But I love every remix, especially
Really?
this one. I
Even
mean,
the Middle East one as well.
don't get to my throat. DJ Nancy, well done.
All right, it's now time for us to talk about what we got up to over the weekend. So, ladies first.
Amanda starts because I think she had a lot to do this weekend.
Yeah, I actually did. I think I was part-time a driver. Thank you so much, Lagos State.
Yeah.
Because now going from mainland to island, it's a journey. You have to, pray for safe journey and journey mercies and stuff. So I spent 3 hours.
I love your makeup, by the way.
Ah,
And the hair
thank
is so
you.
cute.
Thank you, courtesy of TVC. So yes, Friday I was just on the road. Got to the island pretty late because I had an event on Saturday. I had a 60th I was hosting the red carpet for. Got there in the morning. First of all, she looked like 25. Like, she was even teaching me moves. She was dancing. Do you know this one? She now jumped. I'm like, wow, ma, how is everything? It was so cool to see that she was so vibrant, full of life, and so many people had so many lovely things to say about her. So that's how I spent my early afternoon.
Okay.
Then my very good friend was also getting married, and I couldn't miss it for the world. So I left VI to Ikeja. I now spent another 1 hour something getting to Ikeja. Got there. I'm just like, wow, you're a married man, sir. Okay. It's really cool when you see your young male friends getting married early. It's almost like, oh, that's so interesting. And it was such a beautiful there, seeing him and his bride. They were so in love. Like half the time it was like inside the traditional wedding. He was just there shouting, baby, baby. I'm like, he's not connected with his accent. So, baby. I'm like, inside Yoruba. It was so weird, but it was really cute. No, it was so cute. So I was there till 8. Then I had to go back to the island. Oh my goodness. Spent 3 hours plus. And then I was so hungry. I don't have a video of that. And I decided to relax. And so finally got to the island and I slept. I joined the experience. I forgot to mention that. I think that was
virtually
on Friday.
Yeah, that was on Friday
evening.
Yeah.
I joined virtually. It was amazing. It was so beautiful to see. But back to Sunday, afterwards, I now went for the premiere of Aneka, the Pretty Serpent, where Idia Asian was doing her first. Yeah, it was quite nice. I couldn't wait to see the final movie because it started pretty late. But of course, I was with a lot of celebrities.
What's it doing this in the
I will
pandemic?
still watch
What's
it.
starting late?
Yeah, it started late, but I guess it was supposed to be a fashionably late thing. Okay. I guess because they came.
This was late. What time?
As at 9:30, it was.
The movie had not started.
The movie never starts with my brother.
Ha.
But
Don't you have a coffee again?
Ask people, maybe we should ask the people out there if we do still have a curfew. But yeah, so far I got a lot of feedback. People were having high, and they were really anticipating it, high expectations.
Just
and
like
I'm pretty sure they were actually going to do their best with that. I'm looking forward to watching it. So after that, I came back home and crashed. And went to bed, logged off. Yeah, so that was my weekend.
Wow, full. All right, what happened to me on Friday? Okay, so I came to work, actually. And then after work, I went for an all-white party, and I had fun. I left in the night, well, until the management of the hall said that we should go home at 10 o'clock when the party was just starting for us, because of course it was supposed to be like a Thanksgiving rounding off and all that, and then the whole first or after the show was like religious and all that. So when we of the secular,
when it
was
your time,
when we were now about to start to
I know that feeling.
They now said, off light, so we're going to your...
No dirty December.
I just carry my shoes, and I started going. So Saturday, I had to run a few errands with my sister, and then I had to rest a bit and then do laundry, do cleaning and all that. And then on Sunday, I had a photo shoot. It took like the whole day for me because in my own side of the world it rained, and it rained heavily.
You narrow your own side of the world.
Because somebody called me and was like, it's not raining here, so it took like the whole, and then I was just looking at the heavy rain like this, oh God, why on a day like this that I'm supposed to be chilling and be sleeping, but I had to. So I waited for a while, like, I don't want to get into the car now. Let me wait. Maybe
it looks like you can hold rain, honey.
Like I'm just holding it.
Just talk to the speak to the rain.
And when somebody offends you, I can just touch you to
say, hey.
Okay. So interestingly, so I went for the photo shoot, and then when I go back, so I'm this person that when I go somewhere and I come back, even when I travel, I have to like offload everything and put everything in. I was too tired, but I was doing everything, and then I know that I'm coming to work today. What am I wearing tomorrow and all that? And I was very tired, and I woke up this morning with a lot of cramps. And I didn't know what was wrong with me. As you said that you were sleeping, I was tired. You were sleeping, and then you had to pack at some point. I was coming to work, and then I was almost at the gate of my clothes. I didn't know what happened. I didn't know what I drove. Like, I had to like calm down and say, you better open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
And when you after work, you don't go and do you understand? Like, I now have to play again. I mean, our village people, you cannot catch me. You cannot.
You should leave the
sounding like
people,
me.
I'm telling you, because after thinking it was my fault, and then I had to think again. We're Nigerians. Is this spiritual?
I'm telling you, because first of all, plantain chips removed. So just be like, what's happening? What about you, OJ?
It was an eventful weekend for me. Yeah, I did a whole lot of eating, drinking. It started on Friday from the fearless mocktail that we had later in the evening.
You can't speak out at this
because I'm still tired. I'm still tired.
Okay.
Then that was what happened on Friday into the night. Then on Saturday, I went for, this one was a closed door event. It was indoors, the person's house, a 10th year wedding anniversary.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that is so sweet.
So I just went there.
How did you feel? No,
cool.
This was making you a lover boy now.
No.
Look at you.
I just went there to eat.
Were you taking notes?
I went there to eat. Was I taking notes? Yeah, 10 years is not
how to stay married for 10 years.
No.
What you don't find woman?
So
I mean, noticed he has been calm lately.
When you go for weddings, these are the
you taking notes? No.
10th year anniversary.
I was just there to
you
eat
must
and
be
drink.
a deep guy.
No, I was just there to eat and drink. Come and celebrate with me, oh. I said, I'm not going anywhere.
Look at your
It's indoors, oh. So no crowd. I said, okay, nice one, no crowd.
Oh no, you don't have to.
Is that food? Yes. Now, what do you want? I said, don't worry. Came through. Give me small chops first. Chops small chops.
You balance.
Then later, rice, fried rice, everything.
Mad.
I can still see the food on my face.
So I have a problem. Why is it? So after doing all those eating, I had the opportunity of, do you want to take home? I said, no, I've had enough. Then later when I now got on,
You were now
Wedding
saying
time.
But guess what? Guess what? It was good that you were cautious enough to say that you would not take
training?
No, because you don't get.
So I'm not going to disgrace myself there.
Because
you eat all their food and still take home.
his mother beat him when when he gets home. And you took food from us.
Funny enough, that person in school with me. So if I say, give me money, the person say, oh yeah. Yeah, shout out to her.
If she's watching, Sha, she can help your situation by sending some to your house if it's still remaining.
She always does the next for
okay.
Love it.
Okay.
So that's what I did on Saturday, then Sunday, because I was just tired of eating and partying.
Hey, God, when? Oh.
I said, today, this Sunday, let's just stay indoors, man. Then briefly, you know that thinking that, let me reach outside, then you just saw rain. It's like this rain won't make you stay indoors. You reach my side of the world.
You reach your side of the world,
So the weather was cool. That one just made me just stay indoors, man. Let's just chill, man. So that was my weekend. Eating, having fun, and chilling.
Nice,
and chilling.
Nice weekend. Sounds like December is becoming, more eventful. But please, we're not dirtying it.
Yeah, make it clean.
Make it clean and righteous.
Are you sure we should not dirty?
Please.
No, don't.
2021 is calling.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's what we can take on over the weekend. Entertainment news is up next. You better stick around.
Yeah, we're back.
Baby, I love it.
The whole album is a vibe forever.
Yes,
forever.
Forever
Let
vibe.
them know, Fireboy GML right there. It's time for the entertainment news. Yes, Omale and Thames arrested in Uganda. Following reports of the arrest of Nigerian singers Omale and Thames in Uganda, Omale has come out to confirm that he was indeed in the police custody of the Ugandan police after his performance. It started when the deputy police spokesperson in Kampala Metropolitan announced the arrest via his Twitter page, writing, and I quote, Nigerian artist Omale has been arrested by Katwe police. The manager of the venue, Wandungu Ivan, and the event manager Prem Kasana are also in custody. More details to follow. Temlade Okpeni, aka Miss Thames artist, also been arrested with a manager, Muiwa Awomi. Reacting to that tweet, Omale tweeted, and I quote, yes, I'm with the Ugandan police. Something about the show from last night, everything would be fine. Oma. He then ended by writing, Oluwa Naim comforts me. We'll definitely be keeping our fingers crossed for more updates as regards this one. Yeah, so when this started on social media, people were thinking, is it because they are Nigerians? Why are they arresting Nigerian artists? That we've told you people not to be inviting Nigerians to come and performing in our countries.
Oh,
We
wow.
let our artists perform.
We told you people.
But later, in Kenya, they've said it before.
Yeah.
Then later, we now heard that it was due to the COVID regulation. Yeah, their presidency had already said that there shouldn't be any concert holding. And they did this. So plus the event planner, all of you, plus the artists that performed, all of you. Come and be going. Come and play. That's what really happened.
Okay, wow. I'm happy that you are able to break it down because I was also wondering what could be the issue. When it comes to this COVID thing, earlier, before we even came back from the break, I was talking about how do you think we're going to hold concerts in Nigeria, especially in a time where you say wear your mask. The mask is on the chin, it's on the forehead, be like sunshade. I know to hold a concert where people want to dance and want to have fun. However, I don't know if I support them arresting Omale and Thames because they're not the ones who invited themselves. The event planner should have known better, and they actually live in Uganda, so you know what the rules are. It's like bringing someone from abroad to talk about Lagos rules. The person really doesn't know much about that. So I feel like they should have focused their energy on the event planner and everybody that was involved in the events. But I guess
you know how they punish people in school. They'll first pack everybody first.
No,
then later you not say okay.
I absolutely agree with Amanda because there is no how somebody comes to a country, especially countries that have data, and there is a purpose, the reason you are there. I'm not talking about countries that don't have data.
Wow.
Oh, I'm just like
like which country?
It's okay. Like I'm done with that.
It's not too expensive here. It's still expensive. Let's move on.
All right, let's move on. All right, Lil Wayne pleads guilty to firearm charges. American rapper Lil Wayne has pleaded guilty to the possession of firearms charges leveled against him. Lil Wayne, who has been convicted as a possession of a firearms charge in the past, was booked for the new charges after an incident in December 2019. The rapper was in possession of a gold-plated pistol with 6 rounds of ammunition. The weapon was found among his things after his private plane was searched upon arrival in Miami from California. California. According to him, the gun was his and he had received it as a Father's Day gift. Painkillers, cash, cocaine, heroin, ecstasy, and other drugs were also found in Lil Wayne's luggage. Just so you know, this new charge follows a weapons conviction for the rapper in New York from more than a decade ago, for which it was sentenced to 8 months in prison, as convicted felons are barred under federal law from possessing firearms. The federal charge, however, carries a maximum prison sentence of 10 years, but Lil Wayne will likely get far less time than that. He has been released on a $250,000 bail, but he had to surrender his passport. The court hearing is scheduled for January the 28th, 2021.
Oh God! So we'll be doing Free Wheezy again. We did this one time.
I said Lil Wayne, not again. You don't get, like, Lil Wayne is. Lil Wayne is.
But she knows better.
Yes, Lil Wayne is not a child. Number one. Two, Lil Wayne has gone through so much.
That's where I was going to come from. My own is that the firearm was a gift. Was the cash, the heroin, the cocaine, was ecstasy? Was it also a Father's Day gift?
So the crazy thing about this case, they are leaving all of them drugs. They are leaving the drug situation. They're just focusing on the firearm possession.
Yeah.
Crazy. Honestly, because it's like, oh, Lil Wayne, drugs. Okay, yeah.
I know.
Let's talk about.
And I don't think Lil Wayne should, personally, I think he shouldn't even be doing drugs any longer, because this dude has seizures like, what?
Yep,
you don't get, sometimes I get afraid, like, I like him so much that I'm saying that, no, we don't want to lose him. So I don't think that there are certain things Lil Wayne should be doing any longer. You don't get.
To respond to that,
Lil Wayne is 38.
These charges were up to, like, I think 10 years ago, according to what you just read. I think this is a situation of your past to always catch up with you. And I think this is a message to upcoming musicians and artists who always feel like, oh, we're in a prime time, we can do whatever we feel like doing. We can shoot, we can. Yeah, but this is him probably in his late 20s, feeling like he was on top of his game. He was Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne 10 years ago was a huge deal. And he felt, oh, I can do this. I can be not as much as before. Like, with all due respect, I mean, we have newer names that, you know, in this industry, there's season.
There's a gangster, always a gangster.
Always a gangster. It's just like how Jay-Z was, you know.
He's still
there.
Cash money,
it's not just the same.
It's still a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's just crazy that these people should know better. You already know. They've told you that since you've been convicted before, you're not supposed to be in any way in possession of any firearm, and you just jonesed. And they wanted to search your plane. You first gave that drama, but they eventually searched it and saw this. So we're just keeping our fingers crossed till January, and hopefully we will not be shouting Free Wheezy, Free Wheezy.
I'm just tired
again.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, we're done. We're done.
All right, guys, we are actually done with the entertainment news. We'll be back with Tweetville, so stay tuned.
I'm Crush Monday, and today we're crushing on M.I. Abaga. Judah Bagga, better known as M.I., is a Nigerian rapper, songwriter, and record producer whose passion for music was like a seedling nurtured from a very tender age. His mother purchased basic music notation and a 7-key mini piano while he attended Baptist High School, Jos, which launched him into the music world. Quite the explorer, M.I. ventured into the world of hip-hop, sampling musical works from DMX and Lauryn Hill as early as 1998. And at some point, he even delved into poetry while pursuing a career in business and economics in the United States. M.I. began his music career professionally when he returned to Nigeria in 2003 and quickly gathered the attention of adoring fans with his impressive rap flows and attitude. His debut studio album, Talk About It, was released in 2008 after his single Safe, a parody of popular Nigerian songs. 2 years after that, M.I. released M.I. 2, the movie, and in 2014 he released The Chairman as his third studio album. CEO of Chocolate City from 2015 to 2019 and had been a part of the label for 13 years. M.I. has won over 30 awards both home and abroad, including Best Hip Hop and Best New Act at the 9 MTV Africa Music Awards. The Anoti Kuruna was nominated in the Best International Act category at the BET Awards 2010 and also received international recognition in South Africa from the Channel O Music Awards and MTV Base Awards. Not to overemphasize the role he plays in the industry, but our man Crush had cast his magic wand and can be held responsible for bringing out quite a number of our top artists, including Ice Prince, Brymo, Black Bones, Liz Kanan, to mention a few. Now here are 5 things you probably didn't know about M.I. Abaga. Mr. Abaga, M.I.'s father, is a pastor. M.I. comes from a family of musicians. He has 2 brothers, Jesse Jags, who's also in the Nigerian music scene, and Jason Abaga. M.I. was appointed a United Nations Goodwill Ambassador in 2012. Ever the music enthusiast, M.I. did a lot to bring northern presence to the Nigerian music industry. The chairman, as is fondly called, was also a judge in a reality TV singing show in 2013. A proficient producer, lyricist, songwriter, and instrumentalist. A man who has art in his heart. This are reasons we love M.I. Abaga, and here is our man crush today.
Sweetville, get ready for some humor, savagery, and craziness on social media.
Gang,
You ready?
gang, gang, gang.
Yes, let's do this. Okay, I
Oh,
think this
God.
was like a very long thread, right? Me as something. So this say me as an angel. Whoa, see, stop begging me, you can't make heaven. And then we see your sister as a meme, of course. Let's move on to the next one. You can't make you don't stop stressing
You
yourself.
again.
Stop.
Oh Lord, you again.
Oh, wow.
Stop.
So me as a judge, forget waiting your lawyer don't talk. My mind still they tell me saying that you kill him.
I know this is like virtually every judge. You know, court cases is if you can plead this person innocent, great. But the judge will verdict innocent. But deep down, I know you committed the crime.
This thing just reminds me of last season. Where's your affidavit? Affidavit!
My lord,
My
ma.
lord,
My
may
lordship,
I?
ma.
My lordship, may I? You know you are guilty. Why you say? Why would you do that kind of thing? Love it. So crazy. All right, moving on to the next one. Me as Jesus' disciple. Whoa, I don't chop fish again. Smart. I think he did not really understand it. Any small thing, you are the fisher of men, you are the fish, you break bread and drink fishy. I know they chop fish again. We don't get beef for this place, no turkey, no chicken. Wait till they tell you call.
Oh God, look at everyone's face. What is this?
Laughing, crying.
Just come up with this thing,
Oh my goodness.
Me as.
So funny. Me
Oh,
as a
Lord.
cardiologist,
Oh,
now like
Lord.
Joe, you don't get heart problem. Now girl break your heart.
Word.
Who is on this table?
Word.
He just came. Oh my God, I don't know what's wrong, but my heart, like irregular heartbeats, you know, sometimes seizures. I
Are you in a
bet.
relationship?
Are you in a relationship?
That should be the next question.
Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a
No.
boyfriend?
No, oh, that's it.
That's it. I'm suffering from
It was
heartbreak.
like one thing I saw on Twitter, and they were talking about mental illness. Mental illness is really low, by the way.
Yes.
But the person was like, you know what? Yes, people have problems so many times, but the thing is that the main problem is money.
I saw it. It wasn't
You
even a
saw
foreign
it?
person that said
Yes,
it.
a
There are
foreign
lots of
person.
issues you can solve
It's
with
money.
Yes, this heartbreak thing. Just give out nice money.
Yeah.
Stress. Fabian Jr. is saying, me as a pilot, I'm not playing no one Greenland. Voila for who no get parachute.
No.
Now I want to ask a question.
Do not.
If you're in a plane and you hear this,
No. You know what will come to my mind first? My pilot is a comedian. Because it's a joke.
voila for who no get
I can't
parachute.
imagine it. Please.
Oh God.
Please, as a pilot,
It's your own
please.
parachute you're gonna give me.
Ladies and
I don't
gentlemen.
understand. Are you playing with me?
Ladies and gentlemen.
You must be. You must be.
No, please.
All right, so we're still on this trend. Me as a surgeon, well, brother, look, man, let me not lie. You cannot survive this operation. You know, it is not within my jurisdiction to lie. I've said it. You know, so actually, and no offense to anybody in the medical field, sometimes they are very harsh. They just tell you, Pam, you have a critical ailment. You're
they have
going to
to
die
tell
in the next 15 days. Why? Take it slowly.
By the way, we have to give Popo a national award.
Honestly.
I don't know. This one you have to give him
A
because
special award.
A special one.
Special
The
award.
main king in Nigeria.
I'm telling you.
Another one.
Wow.
Me as a bank cashier. Oh God, this your money plenty. If I use I'm doing away now.
You're a madman.
What's in fee?
Out of my own money.
Spend this money. You know many guys.
Don't give it away for us now. See how you plump.
Oh my goodness.
I
OJ
don't-
as a bank cashier. I'm not that guy. No
just fluffy,
stress.
nothing.
Don't give away for us.
What we're doing here is done and dusted. All right, the money has been counted. Done and dusted. Okay, spend this money.
Spend this money. Okay, do give away for us now. Do give away for us.
Why are you changing it now?
Do give away for us.
I am done with alcohol. I second that, all right? Now, last time, my friends and I were looking for me.
Eh? Wait. My friends and I, well, oh my God, you don't
This
have.
one has passed. This one has even passed drink responsibly. This one is something. Need another tag for you.
And this kind of people, I'm done. I'm not doing it again. The next Friday when they call them for turn up.
Wow.
I'm not taking
But you know
more.
that it's
I'm
not
not
like
taking
me.
more.
But you know that it's not like me. But you know that it's not like me.
Some people now say, I'm a fish.
I'm
only a fish. I drink plenty.
Even when people like, oh, they devil, when they come and they're trying to talk to you, you know how they is talking to you, and then they'll be like, "But are you sure?"
Okay.
I am done.
All right.
Drink up.
All right. They'll be telling you to drink up.
OJ is a devil.
Deal with me. Let's finish this bottle. Let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
T-Man is saying #Evening Express, right? And then someone commented and said, my landlord's goat loves crying at night. And then Chi like, if I were you, I'll fix the problem as soon as possible.
As soon as possible. This person is creative. As soon
as possible. As soon as possible. Because what are you feeling? Just disturbing your sleep.
Don't to assume, man.
You know what? This is actually very
I had
beautiful.
assumed this weekend,
This is very beautiful. This
Double
is
portion.
actually love. You know, you're putting the person, the animal to rest. You know, you're not giving it a hard
Did you
time.
take permission from the owner?
When the owner could not
that
even
cry,
control the disturbance in the
sometimes
night.
that
So why
cry
don't you
is
take
a
care
cry
of it?
for help. Yes.
Yes.
I just
There
want
is
to go to
even that
heaven.
the owner cannot
I just want to
do
relax.
anything about
Animal
it.
cruelty.
It is really animal cruelty.
Animal owner cruelty.
So, Dami, pay attention in English class. You will not hear. Ewotuni seasoning greetings.
Oh my God, wait till Musa knows.
Okay, this is a tribe. This is a particular tribe.
Wow.
Please, I don't
It
want
can
to
be
comment.
anywhere.
Who says
Seasoning
greetings?
Seasoning greetings.
No, this one said-
Seasoning greetings
This one
to
said
you
damn.
in Jesus' name.
This one said dammy. Pay attention in English.
Oh,
Seasoning
it can be
greetings to you
Nkechi.
all.
It can be.
Make sure you have a curry Christmas.
It can be
okay?
Adesua.
No.
Yes.
It can be Adesua.
Leave me.
Please.
I like it. May
Let's just move on. I did not mention
may
any
your
tribe.
Christmas be spicy.
May your Christmas be spicy.
Yeah.
Jacob
I
Malobe.
love it.
Yeah. May it be sweet.
Oh God, who is
Aromatic
this?
too.
Who is this?
So the staff room after home economics practice.
True that.
Honestly speaking,
True that.
you know,
Teaching practical.
I feel like, I hope she's not watching, but I feel like my home economics teacher back then was just using us
What's
to do
her name?
menu.
Of course.
I cannot tell you.
just
her
be
name.
happy.
And so I'm like, today we're baking banana bread with some fried rice and chicken and those. It'd be like starter, appetizer, dessert, and main dish. Wow. And the problem is that when it's now time to taste,
They'll carry it to staff
they
room.
take
I'm not
away,
gonna
I
share
don't
it.
know. They take away like two spoons each.
They
Okay,
want
I
them to
think
the
I'm
remaining
gonna
thing.
stop talking
No,
now.
just tell us her name.
So
I'll say hi to her.
next tweet is Engineer Olakule saying, I don't finally come out my hand for anything we concern love. The last girl where I cheat like egg, they don't boil and cook. I am screaming. They have boiled it.
I'm tired.
You know how they say, treat her like an egg. She's a
She's
princess.
precious.
She's precious. You
She's
know,
fragile.
She's fragile. Somebody help me to boil the egg.
You were caressing the egg. Somebody just to one
Somebody
day.
help me to process it to hard-boiled egg.
So
Love it.
What does it say about the female species?
It says that in tough times, you become even beautifuler. If there's anything
Wow, nice one.
like
Storm.
that. Why put me on the spot like
Yeah.
that? It says that when we go through adverse trials and temptations, we come out strong.
Nice one. Motivational.
Feminist power, we can do it.
Nice
Even
one.
if we go through tough challenges in life,
Nice
just
one.
like an egg, you will come out hard-boiled.
Motivational speaker. Wrong. Yeah, move on.
Moving on. Beauty love me say, remember when I said I was taking? They have returned me. Oh.
What is this?
They returned me.
What is this?
The problem, you know, the people that on this table are those ones that you just go. Maybe something is doing your
just,
dress.
Like,
that's
fly on your head, though. No,
I'm taking. I have a boyfriend. Don't talk to me. A boyfriend.
That your slippers
okay, I'm in a serious relationship.
The only person this thing reminds me of is Yvonne Jagede. Today.
Honey pot has broken the table. Are you there with her? Amanda has left the group chat. I think OJ is still there. Jax is saying,
oh God.
Twitter is a mess. Jax is saying, when you're riding with your Uber, and you receive a message that your Uber just arrived. You, my friend,
it's a kidnap.
You have been man-mapped. You have been kidnapped.
It might not be that too. It might be that you entered another person's, because they will ask,
let's just go to the bedside.
Are you 2G? They will look, because it might be a lot of people live in that place. And you don't go and enter another person's.
Be very careful.
Yeah.
But some people are not even on the platform at all. You too, you just carry your head and enter someone's car.
Yeah, true. We need to be extra careful.
Let's
I'm
go.
telling you,
Be extra careful. Always check the license plate.
That's right.
Always confirm the name. In fact, call
because
there is also Christmas season. A word is enough for the wise.
It's a saga, man.
Yes.
Saga.
Oh, is that it? Oh, and I was having so much fun. Oh,
yes,
gosh.
Thank you very much, Amanda. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 hour down and I don't want to go. In a bit to the time for True Syndrome Monday. And in case you missed it, the topic is in your first ever job.
Yeah.
What was your starting salary and what was the role? Start preparing your answers. We'll be reading your messages soon in the second hour. Keep it locked.
All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Yes, it is now time for us to chew it up, where one of us is going to tell us what they are grateful for. Whose table is it today?
Okay. I am the one who's saying the Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Okay, so what am I?
Go straight to the point.
I'm going straight to the point, but before I go straight, straight to the point.
What has the Lord done?
You this OJ.
Yeah.
Is that how you used to start your own gratitude?
Yes.
Okay, well, listen.
You this OJ.
One more second.
Today, you not talk about Chelsea.
What happened to them now?
Because of what happened over the weekend? Because
nothing really happened now.
Nothing really happened.
So all the clubs, all the big clubs in the English Premier League, they drew, lost. No, Arsenal is not a big club. Arsenal lost that season.
You just said that.
Arsenal is just Arsenal is number 15 on the table, relegation zone. So you know that kind of situation where you just pause for a little bit and say, come and meet me. That's what Chelsea is doing now.
Okay.
Like let's pause. Arsenal, come through.
Go and sit down somewhere, because in his opening speech you would have heard Chelsea. Instead of
Thank you so much for that wonderful.
Sister, go straight to the point.
I forgot. I brushed it in my Thanksgiving.
Go straight to the point.
Send me on my hair.
Go straight to the point. What has the Lord done?
The Lord has been so good to me. So, well, recently I was speaking with someone and that person was talking about, okay, so I called the person lazy because, it was raining and I was like, let's get this thing done. And you know how they say it's that if you don't enter the rain, if you don't enter the sun, it is poverty that will kill you. So no excuses, just do what you have to do. So the person was saying that, she can't get under the rain. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? You lazy. And then she now said, honeypot, I am not lazy. As a child, I was really, really sickly. I was a sick child. My mom always taking me in and out of hospital and all that she has phobia for hospitals and all that's like that, and that she's always very careful, and she eventually entered, although I went to pick her, but she eventually, that small rain, before I knew it, she had already brought out inhaler. And yes, so I thought to myself first, I told myself that don't ever conclude and generalize that, because already I called her lazy, like, you don't want to, I didn't say it that way, the reason I said what I said. So I told myself that. Then when she now said, in and out of hospital and all that, I had to think about it. Some of us who have never even been admitted before in our lives, like, you don't even know what it looks like, and I don't think it is by our own doing, So I'm just saying that, well, now that I am trying to boast or say that the people who have been, but then there are certain things that we should be grateful for those things that even if you say you don't have everything, there are 1,001 things to be grateful for. And I keep saying it that instead of placing our attention on those things that are not working or the things that we don't have yet, why don't we just count our blessings? Because health is wealth. No matter how you want to put it, you will not be able to do anything if you don't have good health. Nothing.
Absolutely agree. I mean, I love the fact that you came back to even talk about generalization, because that's another thing that happens where you just see someone and be like, oh, why are you not here at this sport? Or why are you not doing this? Oh, are you lazy? Are you this? Are you that? I like the fact that you actually came back to say, you know what, this is another perspective that you can actually look at this from. So that's really good. That's nice. Aw, honey.
Should we collect off?
Okay.
No, because I said don't give away. You don't do give away. You won't collect offering. No offering.
Before you put five, I'm going to give you guys. Bye. Bye.
You don't chop me. Let's just because now you want to change it for me.
Yeah.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, yes, a quick recap of all that you might have missed in the news. Yes, we told you Omale and Thames were arrested in Uganda.
Lil Wayne pleads guilty to firearm charges.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the show continues after this break. We'll be back with While We Were Away. Stay with us.
Love
yes,
it.
we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Padaranking, Abule.
Wow, Padaranking.
Yeah,
That song, there is nowhere. Whether I am, if you annoy me, once you put that funk.
Love it. Now we know.
I will fight you.
Now you know.
Now we know what 24 likes.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, While We Were Away continues today, and as usual, we're talking about, we're discussing some trending stories that happened while we're away, and there are a whole lot of stories. There are a lot of entertainment stories. We'll start off with this one. Lil Fizz domestic violence updates. Yes, we talked about this in the news before it went off. How his girlfriend, who happens to be a video vixen, accused him of domestic violence. Lil Fizz is a Nigerian rapper, Nigerian artist, assigned to Davido's record label DMW. And after the whole incident, she called him out, and Davido fired him from the record label. He apologized. He released a statement after a while, apologized, and we moved on. All of a sudden, in a recent interview he had with Shino Rambo, a Nigerian rapper, Nigerian artist, and somebody, let's check out that particular clip of him giving us updates as regards the domestic violence situation. Let's check this out.
But the friends really want to know, like...
I didn't do it.
Did you?
Can't lie. I didn't do it.
You didn't beat this girl up?
She's my girlfriend. She called me she noticed that she's having a boy like the back of her ear. So I asked her, what is this? And she said, maybe it's an allergic reaction. I called her, babe, what's up? How are you doing? And she said, she's not fine. That thing is getting worse. And I said, what? She said, that boy. She's sending picture to me day by day.
The progression of the allergic reaction.
Yes, it happens for 7 days. Just come out.
Yeah, shout out to I Wanna Talk podcast right there. They interviewed Lil Fizz, and he explained all of this thing that it's actually...
Is it damage control?
He apologized.
And then he came back
then
to
he
say
did
that.
this podcast and said it's an allergic reaction, that she was sending updates, that the swollen face. He brought out, even on his Instagram page, he brought out pictures of people that, like, there's an allergic reaction like that on the internet.
So we know.
So he's there. So he brought it out that this is what really happened, not that I maltreated this lady, not that I battered her.
Did we put chewing gum on our faces? Yeah. What do we look like?
So that one divided social media again. That what if this guy is saying the truth? Or why did it take this guy so long to say the truth after he apologized?
Why did he apologize?
So yeah, different.
Why did
reactions.
that girl say
Honestly,
that? Accused him of that?
very confusing. Because, I mean, this was a very big issue right there. I mean, for you to even lose your placements in a record label, this is something that should have been screaming from the top of your voice. This is not what it looks like. And if that's the case, why wasn't she corroborating his story?
Yeah.
Why wasn't she agreeing with him? That's the second thing. And then, why would her brother come out to say, this is what happened to my sister? There's so many loopholes in this story for him to just come out and say it's an allergic reaction. And the question we have to ask ourselves, so why did he apologize in the first place? Now, as they say, innocent until proven guilty. He has said his own and she has said her own. But then we have to now weigh the feedback.
So from this one, people now started accusing him. He now brought out chats. He brought out receipts on his social media page. Like, we had conversation. We had chats. But you know how WhatsApp chat is. You never can tell if it's doctored or not.
Oh, it can be doctored,
Yeah.
of
Then
course.
she now came out again, granted another interview saying that Lil Fizz actually told her
To say
that I will kill you and nothing will happen and Davido will save me.
Wow.
The girl said Lil Fizz told.
Had that.
Yeah.
In an interview.
Yes.
And then he's saying that it
Wow.
was an allergic reaction.
Wow.
This is
So
very
it was just
messy.
everywhere. It was just a situation of we've moved on, then you're bringing this thing back. Now the girl is trying to come back again with fire, saying, "Oh, he even threatened to kill me. That Davido will not do anything. Drag Davido's name inside this thing again." So it's just crazy. It's just a crazy situation. So that was one of the things that happened. Well, we thought that ended.
I honestly
but
wish we
it still
had
happened.
better evidence in cases like this, because that's usually the problem when you cannot find hardcore evidence. It now becomes your word versus their word, that kind of thing. But in this kind of situation, I just want to say that domestic violence is not a joke.
True
It's
that.
not a
And that
joke.
anybody that is in that kind of situation should leave
True that.
and not feel any type of way about
And
it.
this is how it starts. You better don't kill yourself. Just leave. And if you're that guy that, you're used to doing this, beating up people, or even the woman who is used to doing this, because there are women who do this too, you better stop it. That is not how to go. If you need help, you better seek help and stop doing this, because it might even end your own life too. As after dealing with someone or killing someone, and then they have to kill you at the end of the day. I'm just saying, like, who does that? And to the people who are the victims and they still want to, they like Sophiahead, coconut head, you still stay in that relationship until they kill you. Be careful. Be careful.
But
Think about your life.
don't Japa. She left.
good
She was
for-
there.
Please
enjoying
leave
it,
her.
enjoying it for a while, but she couldn't take it
Leave.
anymore.
was
Good for
enjoying-
her.
She couldn't take it.
Good for her.
Oh,
That is
okay.
not life.
We
than
wish them
suffering
all the
somewhere.
best. I think we'll still be
do
following
you
up
think
on
we're
that
done with
story.
this?
I
story?
don't think we're done with that. I feel like we're going to get a reaction to that interview. And we actually
have
hoping-
reacted. We've moved
no,
on.
not
They might
not
just come
from
back
people, from
I'm saying that they're in love.
She
or
should.
what?
We need her to confirm or deny this story. I think that's the next step.
She has said that the guy is lying.
Line.
Yeah,
So it's not
invariably.
done with it. We just have to keep our fingers
Yeah.
crossed on this story. All right. We still also talked about Burna Boy versus Stefflon Don versus the side chick drama that happened. That's one of the topics that we missed out while we were away. And then this particular one was when a particular woman called
Jo
Pearl came out to
She
social
hot, by
media
the
to
way.
say that, yeah, she's doing well. She's all
She's
right.
there.
Yeah, she's all right.
She's
And
not. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
all
that.
right,
She's doing well.
she's all right. She's nice. She's fine.
But this picture
Anyways,
is not even
the
showing.
point
okay,
of that
she's not
is
showing
she
the
came out
everything.
to say that Burna Boy was allegedly cheating on Stefflon Don with her. Apparently, I think the timelines puts her at, the first person on the list, and how, they met in London and how they continued their relationship through FaceTime. And somehow in middle December, he just vanished on her, and then she found out he was dating Stefflon Don. She broke down, she cried, and she's like, oh, this is someone that told me he loves me. I cut my hair because of him. And he
go
calls
without
me
makeup.
my sweet salon jollof, tells me I'm going to marry you, blah, blah, blah. And then, Stefflon Don actually replied, and she said, what in the Nollywood is going on? But she now also replied that statement saying that, Stefflon Don should stop pretending that publicly she's all right, because she knows
Sending
that
her
privately
messages.
she has been begging for answers. Those were her exact words right there. So what are we thinking about this story, guys?
So we saw the video. It's long, but I didn't bother watching because she wasn't even showing her face. She was just whispering and talking about all the details about she and Burna Boy dating for a while. Burna Boy came back to Africa, came back to Ghana, then they met Stefflon Don at an event. And all of a sudden, that relationship wasn't working again. But they still got back together one way or the other. And she's trying to tell everybody that this your so-called fave, Burna Boy, is actually cheating on his so-called Stefflon Don that he calls my wife.
Because he calls her to his wife.
That kind of thing. So it's now a case of I'm the first girlfriend, then there's another girlfriend. Who is the real girlfriend? What I would just say about the situation is I still want more. I want more proof. You should probably have pictures with Burna Boy. I want to see a Joe Pearl's picture with Burna Boy somewhere.
But
Maybe
she said he was
maybe
hiding.
several pictures. Yeah, she said they were hiding their relationship, but one way or the other, you must have snapped picture with your boyfriend. So I'm waiting for pictures, though. That's all. Okay. And I like it that Burna Boy has not said anything, by the way. On a good day, the Burna Boy that
But
we
I
know
heard that they
on Twitter.
unfollowed each other on social media or so.
No, that's Stefflon Don.
That's a Stefflon
That's
Don.
Stefflon
That's
Don.
Stefflon Don. By the way, that girl is hot. Did you
Thank you very much.
That girl is hot.
I'm not on her side. She's
No, I'm
all
not
right.
on anybody. I'm just saying the truth.
All right.
If somebody is hot, be truthful and say that the person is hot.
Yeah, sorry.
Did you see
It's her
the
job
way-
now. She's into body shape wear. And
I'm just
everything,
saying,
so.
okay, but what the first question I asked, like, what was she trying to prove? What was the essence of everything she did? Like,
your fave is cheating on his so-called wife.
especially when you said that you were hiding the relationship, and then one time it was looking like, oh, you didn't know that he was dating Steph London and all that. And I'm like, where were you in this whole world? Do you live under the rocks that you did not know about Steph London? Because, I mean, everybody knows that Burna Boy is the popular human. So I'm wondering why you would say that you did not know, and then if you did not know, so what's the essence of this thing that you are doing? Is it that before people, when people are not married, some people are still side chicks, some people are the main chicks, and then
Because they're not even married, Seth.
yeah, so
they're
you know,
not.
some people are the side chicks, so what exactly? Why are you bringing this out? And then I was on Twitter, and somebody said, sweet salon jollof. And the person said, I didn't want to believe this before, but this sounds like what Burna Boy
Love it.
Like,
Honestly.
people started dissecting Burna Boy's lyrics of his song, the title of his song. The girl is 23. Burna Boy has a single titled 23. Burna Boy has a single titled Way Too Big, and Burna Boy likes them big.
Wow.
It's just it's just crazy about how
Burna
this
Boy
whole
needs to
situation
come out
happened.
and talk to us about this. We want to hear his voice. That's all we have to say.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so at this juncture,
There's no more gossip. Okay, we'll continue.
We're done with it for today.
we will go on this break, and we will definitely be back with a TSM. Stay here with us. Thank you so much for staying here with us. Okay, so it's the end of the year, or the end of the year is near. Anyhow you want to put it, which means that this is a great time to reflect on how far we've come in our journeys. So today's TSM question is, in your first ever job, what was your starting salary and what was the role? So where do we start?
Okay, as I was asking, does this apply to internships?
If you want it to be.
Okay, so the year was ... I was doing my internship in 300 level for 4 months, but I have to say that it was near my house though, and the pay was 80,000 naira.
80,000 naira.
80,000. Who am
Wow.
I? Who am I in the grand scheme of things?
Wow.
8000.
Uh-huh.
And then that 8,000 naira. Oh God, I'm so pained. I will not use half of it to go and see man, but that's not what I'm talking about. It was 8,000 naira.
Are we going to leave that conversation?
We'll leave it. It's just a
But why
side
did you
gist.
mention it? So you know that
Because
you
it
don't want
paid me
us to.
because the money I didn't really see it. It was cab money to go and see somebody and come back. Wow, just imagine that.
Romance.
So I spent 4 months there, and oh wow, this is not very good for my grade. But something was always doing me. In the morning I said, my eye is paining me. I can't come early. The next morning my migraine, the left part of my head. The next day my tummy. Please sir, my tummy is
What
paining
kind of
me.
worker is this?
Because
I'm
8 to 5, that was the time I knew that, see this 8 to 5, is not my call. And you just be there
So you're
staring
having
at a laptop. Why? Is that, I started thinking to myself, is this what I came to life to do? Is this how my life is going to be like? This is not what I was promised. I was promised that, after school, I have a good job, I'll be able to afford a car. Well, this thing's not happening. So that was actually beginning of me understanding that what I studied and what I'm about to do, it's not really going to work out for me. Yeah. What about you?
I would have to say working for my mom.
Oh, that is so sweet.
When was that?
When I was very, very young.
Okay,
So
okay.
there's something that, in secondary school, my sisters, they had hairstyle. Was it primary school?
Okay.
They had hairstyle. Today we are doing this hairstyle.
yeah.
Tomorrow we are doing this hairstyle. And I had 2 younger sisters that I have to be protecting, taking them to the salon.
Okay.
Oh.
So it was me not playing with my friends. My mom was the one paying me that, you know what, do this every Saturday. Extra fish or meat for you. And of course, she was bribing me with biscuits and sweets. That was my pay. The job was every weekend, take your sisters, protect them, take them to the salon, they will do their hair, and you bring them back home. That was the job. and my pay was fish and meat. Thank you very much.
That was your first ever job. Nonsense.
That was a job.
I listened.
You're talking
I paid rapt
That was
attention.
a job. Every weekend
Excuse
job.
me, sir.
Okay, the one that
Excuse
you
me, sir.
earned
So
more, that they
talk
put your
about-
name in
No,
database.
talk about the... All of us, we can relate. We can talk about what they were paying us.
No,
and
this
the-
one, this one was
fish and
this
bread.
one was signed though.
You
This
signed-
one wasn't my
You
son.
signed
you must-
MOU.
This one wasn't. You must do this. No, I have to go and play with my friends.
I actually get
Don't
that.
go
But
and be
then tell us
stressing
the
me.
real job.
Okay, you know what? Do this. Do
You
this.
know what
That
is
was
so
the real
cute?
job.
What is so cute is that OJ took this thing very seriously. That's why he considered
really,
it as a
but
job.
really,
He's
yeah,
like, I'm
yeah.
going to protect
And
them.
for extra fish,
No.
extra meat, and I was protecting my sisters. Too.
Wow.
I think that you're shying away
loving-
from telling us
was
the
loving-
first salary you collected.
No, it's not about salary.
Okay,
I
so,
was just that job.
so that's the rule. Okay,
Thank
the
you
very
very
first one. Okay.
Yeah.
So which was the very first one for me? So of course, I started doing TV when I was in school. I think it was my in between 300 level and my final year. So the TV station just opened at that time in Ife. And I would go, and it was weekends I was going, and it was I was an independent presenter, so it wasn't that I was getting paid like that. Only that they liked me, so I would see somebody to just give me transport fare, or somebody to just take me back to the hostel, you know, that kind of thing. So that was so I couldn't actually really say that this was the salary I was earning. But afterwards, service and all that, and then I started working. I think I was earning, if I can remember very well, perhaps 20,000 naira or so, or thereabouts, because I remember that my cousin who was working for the state government was like, yeah, big girl, oh. And I'm like,
Then they hold 20,000.
do you understand? Like, big girl, and then she was talking about level something, and that's even level, and the fact that, you know, the job was, it was the one that was supposed to be enjoyed, but it was not totally, because I was a voiceover artist there, and it was like my major first job after service. And, you know, one day they just said, would you like to be a marketer too? I said, no. No, sir. It wasn't what I came here for.
Love it.
And, you know, and afterwards they will ask us to come weekends, and then we'll sleep over at work. And it was not,
So
it was...
you used your 20K.
But the thing about that sleeping at work was that our boss at that time, you know, so generous that, you know, it wasn't even about the salary. It would just come, I can just come back from the US today and say that there is a job, I want to do the job, and then he just puts 200,000 naira down and says, share. So the only thing is that you will get a cut, but the first people that started there, they will cut.
Before it gets to you.
But guess what? So I used to have a lot of money. And then I would just say, you know how you're about to just say, name this thing. So maybe that money I'll just go and use to buy one fine bag that I saw somewhere or one. So it was like that for me. But afterwards, the second job I got, I now went to training school, and then after I now got a job, I think it was 18K. That 18K, I suffered. You know how you collect money from your mom to go to work, and then the month will end, you don't even be able to pay her back. Oh, shout out to my mom. What?
Oh, wow.
I won't be able to pay her back, and you want to do fine girl. I mean, I like to wear clothes like this, and then...
At least your is even way better than some people that used to use that.
And they were not paying us regularly. And you know, they say, oh God, I'm casting too much. Oh God, what?
Their first
Don't
salary
let me even go into the...
This is their own first set of salary to go and sing. But ladies and
wow.
gentlemen, TSM continues after this break. And of course, when we come back, we'll be taking your reactions via social media. Keep it locked right here.
See the way you put it.
So it's now time to get reactions from social media, and of course we have some tweets on Twitter, ladies.
Yes, we have Wumi_fashion hair who says 100K filling station attendant.
Wow. 100K? No, that was 10K.
10K rather, 10K.
10K.
I'm feel.
Because me, I was already like, is that open like?
So can I come and do part-time there briefly?
Really?
I don't know what I was thinking. It's 10K.
What year was that? Did she put the year?
No, she did not.
9,000 naira. I was a sales representative in a fuel station. The thing is, you can make that amount in a day, depending on how deep you can suppress your conscience. What does that mean?
So what do they do extra that?
Maybe that's the time that
Oh,
they're
the
always...
suppressing, they will now sell, maybe you want to buy 2K.
They will not
They'll
sell
sell
like
1.5.
one
You know how they now tell
1.5.
people look at the
Meter.
meter, because of course you know that they used to do.
They do. I don't know how they do that thing. And they will really be doing. You will leave. The
Because
thing will not even,
yes,
the pointer will not even go up.
there are some filling stations that you go and they will not be like, but I just bought this thing. Did not.
What did they
reach."
sell? Was it
Oh,
gas?
Like,
Okay. We still have
So it's
some more.
depending on your conscience. Okay. Nice one. Thank God you're not doing anything bad. Yeah.
All right.
all right, so this person said, Jason, a teaching job. Oh, I just remember well now, 7K. Primary school where, some of my students then, some of my students, they don't talk past me, Sha. Okay, 7K, all right.
That is so sweet. Okay, so Chidima is saying 15,000 naira assistant lab attendant.
All right, we've got Jola Yemi here who says, my first job was teaching in a neighborhood primary school, primary 2 to be precise. I was paid 7K. Now
Is that
it's
the,
7K
for primary school?
Is that how they start?
There's one from T God's Talk, and it says, Omona 20K to start with, though, but my role, LOL, wasn't cool enough to mention. What did you do for 20K?
What did you do, sir?
That you cannot mention.
Okay.
Were you seeing...
So Debbie is saying 30K for a receptionist. What are you talking about?
how much?
30K for
sweet
a
cash,
receptionist. That's not bad at all.
That's not bad. All right, preschool teacher. Why is it that teacher? Preschool teacher, 8,000 naira. I was waiting for NYSC, taught for 3 months. Okay.
Okay, this one from Mujeb ID Noble. He said, Ogbeni, some don't even get jobs, sef. Not be our fault, though.
Yeah.
Not be our fault, too.
Not our fault. Too. All right. Obat Tola says 150 naira. What? As a clerical officer, level 4, 1980.
Oh my gosh.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you so
Wait.
much for joining
Sorry,
the show.
sorry.
Thank you. 150 naira. I think those were the days when $1 equals to
and
1
150
naira.
was
you know?
and 150 was
That's
huge at that point.
respect.
What can we use 150 naira to buy now?
Can you buy
It's just to
drink,
buy a drink or a big
something
fish or
to
something.
eat?
Okay, so Chidima Chidiogo Soteria here says 15,000 naira assistant laboratory attendant.
Mr. Wallace puts 2.5 primary school teacher. 2,500. Please, what year?
We need to ask what year,
Yeah, we
actually.
need to know.
Because what are the children learning? All right, Adebayo is saying 1,300 as a clearing agent in 1995. Hey, boy. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you
1,000.
so much. 1,300.
I love the fact that they're being a part of
Yes,
the show.
yes,
I love
yes.
it. All right, so we've got Adetoro Kazim who says 40,000 naira as farm supervisor. Wow,
Not bad
40,000
at
naira.
all. For a
First
farm
job.
supervisor.
First job. Wow, 40K.
Okay. We have
That's
Raji
something.
who is saying 3,000 naira for a cafe attendant. Is that like a waiter? Wow.
Maybe cyber cafe. We don't even know which one.
It's
But
true.
because we don't call restaurants here
Cafe, right? Sorry, I just got back. So
Yeah.
I just got
whatever.
back, guys, from Lagos Island. That's where I came back from.
Wow.
Okay, do we still have more tweets?
Yeah, has anybody taken Comrade Jojo?
No.
Okay. Oh, you took Comrade Jojo?
Okay, Comrade Jojo, is saying my salary was 5,000 naira. I was a pump attendant. Yeah, that's still fuel station.
We have a lot of teachers. A lot of,
Yeah, a lot of teachers, and it was going 7,000. It's just only 8,000 naira that I've seen.
2,500. Shout out to all the teachers out there.
Because they're doing a lot of...
A lot of work.
I facilitated a training recently. Gosh, I said lecturers, what?
Yeah, trying.
They took my energy. They were still telling me, enjoy your class. I said, enjoy. You want to take my blood?
Oh my goodness.
So I'll still go back to this tweet by General Alado who says 9,000 sales representative in a fuel station. Thing is, you could make that amount in a day, depending on how deep you can suppress your conscience. Please feel free to let us know what it is, so that
Oje, why do you want to know these things?
so that we'll know
So
what
that
you
you
can.
know how to suppress your conscience.
Yeah.
Wow.
So people would like to know. So if you get the opportunity to work there, you should know that don't do this because of your conscience. Do this because of your conscience.
Hey.
Yeah, General Alado,
They don't
please.
cast him. Say.
Please feel free to let us know. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the show is done and dusted. Hope you guys enjoyed
All
every
right,
bit of the show.
Ty.
Yeah, we gotta go. Just want to chill.
Oh, wow.
You want to twerk for us? Love it.
Do you have a roof? Yeah.
God is bigger than all
Oje
my
went there.
Yes, guys, I did this alongside Amanda Dara and, of course, on the
Yes.
pods. Be at peace with yourself, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you guys tomorrow for more fun right here on this Stash. My name is OJ. Peace out. Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey. 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 Hey.